Hello everybody, welcome back or to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Savannah and I am so glad that you have found this video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about something I have never publicly shared before. I am deaf. I was born deaf, but it was only discovered that I was deaf when I was about 13 months. Then soon after that I was fitted with hearing aids, but unfortunately they did not work for me. I heard very little despite wearing them, so my parents made the decision to get cochlear implants instead. A cochlear implant is not a transplant. It is a device that is planted into your head through surgery. The device is just placed underneath the skin of your head, and it actually has a wire going through your actual cochlea. There's also an exterior device that goes on top of the head, and this processes sound, while the interior device receives that sound, and that is how I hear. So what I hear would be completely different to what a normal person would hear. I was 3.5 years old when I went in to have an operation in order to have cochlear implants. That operation took 7 hours because there were complications. Then when I was 4.5, I got the operation done on this side of my head, because back then you had to wait a year in between getting the operations and the cochlea, because back then they did not know if it would work. If it did not work, you would not be able to have hearing aids, and therefore you would not be able to hear at all. Luckily, the operations worked for me. At this current moment, I have one of the latest versions of the cochlear implant. This model is known as the Cancer model, and I love it because I can hide it underneath all of his hair. It is very different from the first model, and I'm super thankful for that, because the first model was huge and it was so bulky. It actually made my ears just stick out like this when I was little because of how big and bulky it was, and I absolutely hated it. But now I can hide it and nobody needs to know. The reason I have made this video is to spread awareness about deafness. A lot of people assume that just because I can hear, I no longer have a disability, and that is not the case. I'm very thankful to be able to hear the way I do right now, but it has been a lot of work. Due to the fact that I only started to hear in one ear at 3.5 years old, my speech and my hearing development was incredibly delayed. I had to go through 7 years of speech therapy just to be able to talk the way I talk right now. I also had to train myself to listen. To be completely honest, I lip read more than I listen. If I am not lip reading, I'll probably miss everything a person has said. Another thing I struggle with is sensory overload. Because my sense of hearing is missing, my other senses are heightened. It's insane. Every day my senses are put into overdrive just to understand what's going on around me. People don't have to concentrate to hear. They just hear. Meanwhile, I have to concentrate so hard to listen or to hear or to do any of those things. In a sentence, I miss about 3 words, and then I actually have to stop and think about the sentence a person has just said to me, and then I go and fill in the possible words that person could have said, and then only can I respond after that. It's an insane process, and it's something I have to do every single time someone talks to me. But at the end of the day, I find that I am very anxious and I'm exhausted because all of my senses have been working so hard just to make up for the one that I'm missing. Sadly, despite all of the work, I still miss a lot of what happens around me. A lot of people struggle to understand my disability because I appear very normal, if that's such a thing. My cochlear implants are a huge help, but to put it simply, I do have a disability. Just because I have cochlear implants does not mean that my deafness magically goes away. That's the one thing that people do not understand. I want people to understand what it's like to be a deaf person, and I want the people who are going through the exact same thing with the exact same disability to know that anything is possible. You can do anything you put your mind to. I want to do a lot more videos about this specific topic to raise awareness about deafness, and I want to do a lot more videos like this so that normal hearing people can understand and know what to do to make the lives of people like me a lot easier, because even the doctors don't really know what to do. And I've had a lot of experiences where I've gone, man, I wish that this person had done this for me, or I wish someone had done this differently, etc, etc. I also want to show my support towards the deaf community by making videos like this, so simply so they know that they aren't alone in this, and everything is possible. You can do amazing things with your lives, no matter what disability you got. You are an amazing human being, and there's a reason you're here. And I want people to see that by watching my videos on this specific topic. I will still continue to make videos about beauty, lifestyle, and fashion because I'm hugely passionate about it, as well as videos like this one. Being deaf is just one aspect of who I am, and I refuse to let it define me. And that brings us to the end of this video. I will make a lot more videos about my experiences and what it's like and how I'm deaf and etc, etc. So the links to my social media and everything will be down below, so if you have any questions you can leave it in the comments or on my social media, and perhaps I might do a Q&A video about being deaf and answer all of your questions. Please help me spread awareness about sharing this video wherever you can. It's greatly and hugely appreciated. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I shall see you in the next video.